Hello mga kapaano kaya? Welcome back to another special episode where we talk about paano kaya ang tunay na safe space para sa mga membro ng ating LGBTQIA+ community. So in celebration of Pride, we've invited special guests to talk about their experiences, stories, and how they think we can foster a safe space in the workplace. So welcome, Carol and Sir Duncan. Hi!
Hello.
How are you guys?
Okay naman, sleepy.
We're doing fine.
Yes.
Have you,
Been a
meron
busy
kayong coffee
weekend.
nyo?
It's
Did you bring
okay.
your coffee? Right, so first of all, thank you so much for saying yes to this. We really appreciate it. So yan. So if you could briefly introduce yourself for all our listeners out there.
Hi, I'm Duncan De Vera. Other people call me Dudot, not Papa Dudot. Just Dudot. I'm just an ally for the LGBTQ community. I have friends and relationships and family that is in LGBTQA+ community. So yes, that's what I am.
Hi. So we have Sir Dudut.
Yes.
Do you prefer Dudut or Duncan?
Just call me Duncan.
Duncan.
Kasi baka nasa podcast na tayo. Isipin nila si Papa Dudut eh.
Radio pala. Pero yan. How long have you been an ally? Like, when did you start being an ally?
I would not know.
Right.
I can only say I've never been an enemy. So, I've always been very open towards that. I would guess since I've never been opposed to it, I've always been an ally. Just be friendly towards everyone.
Right. It's so great to hear that we have here Sir Duncan, who represents all the allies.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline Cruz. You can all call me Carol. I'm actually a part of LGBTQ. I am actually a member of LGBTQIA+ community. I am a bisexual. Ayun.
My name is James Patrick Lagmay. You can call me Chago. And I am also part of the pre-sales department here in UAS.
Ako naman si RC Gomez, employee engagement dito sa UAS, and I'm an ally.
Ay, nakalimutan ko pala
Ally
yung part
pala.
yun.
Charot
Yes,
lang.
ally din. Ally kami.
Oo.
Well,
Ally din talaga.
member tayo.
Hindi, I'm bi.
Oo.
Bayot.
Ako bi naman.
Proud bakla.
Right.
Oo.
Out.
Ako naman, ma'am, bi din ako, ma'am. Pero yun nga, bisexual. So, may preference din ako sa male and sa female. Pero more on male siya.
Male.
Yes.
How about you, RC? Like, do you have also, di ba, like, do you lean towards men or?
Feeling ko nga wala ako nakikitang gender. Kasi parang feeling ko, nagkakagusto rin ako sa babae pa din. But I'm gay.
Right.
I'm openly gay. Pero, hindi ako sarado sa idea na magkagusto sa girls. Even nga tomboy eh. Kasi there were times na, this person is so amazing. Parang gano'n. Tapos parang nagkakaroon ka ng interest or something like that. Pero, syempre, hindi ko naman din pinupush yun. Something. Pero, yun nga, yung idea na magkagusto ka. So, it's something.
Basta may connection.
Yeah.
You're attracted
yes.
to them. Right. And since you're both part of the community, and June is, Pride Month, of course, we have to talk about, for you, like, how would you describe a safe space? Like, what does a safe space look like for you guys?
Sa akin, kasi, pag safe space, yung hindi ka naiilang gumalaw. Hindi ka natatakot na ipakita yung sarili mo. Especially yung language mo. So, hindi ka mahihirapan somehow mag-sugarcoat, somehow palitan yung language mo, so, ingatan yung sasabihin mo, ingatan yung magiging tono ng pananalita mo. So, sa akin, nagmamatter yung mga yon. Kasi nga, di ba, alam naman natin na pag yung isang tao, yung parang talagang baklang-bakla siya, iba siya kumilos, iba siya magsalita, iba yung language niya. So, sometimes, it's not accepted in all of the companies. So, major adjustment. So, I've been to many companies already and masasabi ko dito sa UAS, surprisingly, for a Filipino brand, sobrang open lang, sobrang chill lang. Even the C-levels talagang ine-embrace nila yung mga miyembro ng LGBTQIA+. Parang hindi ako naka-feel ever na kailangan kong tumindig, kailangan ko magpakalalaki or whatnot para lang masabing umakma ako dito. Hindi. Talagang as I step into the office, wala. Si RC na to.
Hindi mo
Baklang
kailangan
RC
baguhin
na-
ang sarili mo.
Wala akong binago at all. And sa isang buwan kong pananatili, I think naman they are embracing me and they are accepting me.
Right. I love that. Embracing who you are and just being
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
So that's safe space for you.
Well, for me, based on my own experience, no, I felt accepted and safe when I'm with my friends. I'm with someone I'm comfortable with, and I know, Ray. I'm currently reviewing for my board exam. For September. And siguro the last time that I've experienced I'm safe and accepted is when I'm with my psych majors, psych graduates. So doon kasi sa review center, so every weekend doon mo makikita yung diversity ng mga tao. Like they have different personality, they have different genders and all, but hindi mo makikita yung difference na isa't isa, no? So mas makikita mo yung similarity nila, kung ano yung mas common sa isa. So, kung ano yung mas common in general sa amin, no? So, parang pag nandun ka, pag nasa loob ako na that review center, parang kahit, it's a safe space for me. It's a safe place for me because hindi mo kailangan mag-pretend na ako na, I'm a girl. Na, you don't need to pretend na hindi mo kailangan mag-pretend kung sino ka doon sa harap ng mga taong yun. Basta, ikaw yan, and they will accept you no matter what. So, ayun yung last time na feel ko I'm safe and accepted.
Di natin mawawala yung experiences of discrimination, in the workplace. So I just wanted to ask you guys about that. Like, have you ever experienced any form of discrimination in the workplace? Microaggressions, unfair treatment, or even in the small ways that you felt uncomfortable or didn't feel safe?
Siguro hindi siya specifically for workplace. Pero it's more on sa high school ko, kumbaga. Kasi actually high school na nung inisip ko na bi ako. Tapos nung nag-out talaga ako nun, yung environment kasi na meron sa school namin was very, forgive me for the word, very toxic talaga siya. Kumbaga, madalas may makikita mo yung mga shipping nila na pag may nangyari lang na ganito, na maliit, parang magano sila, syempre, ano siya sa akin?
Isiship ka sa ibang tao.
Oo. And medyo bad siya sa akin dati for me. Kasi may mga tao kasi na, alam mo yun, kahit sabihin naman nating open na yung yung buong mundo sa mga ganyang LGBTQIA+. May mga tao pa rin na hindi.
May mga nagpi-feeling na hindi aware.
Oo.
Na open na dapat.
Oo. Tapos, meron din naman na talagang ayaw nila yung mga ganun. So, may one time na parang na-ship lang ako dito sa isang lalaki. Tapos, parang dahil toxic na yung environment na meron dun sa school, parang iniwasan niya ako just for that. So, parang social pressure kasi siya, in a sense, na form of microaggression na rin.
Right.
Ayun.
Pero how was your relationship with him afterwards? Like,
Afterwards,
nakapag-usap pa rin ba kayo or hindi na?
Actually, nakapag-usap naman kami and ayun, nag-sorry naman siya. Tapos, at least alam niya kung ano yung parang ginawa niya rin. Pero I don't hold him for that kasi parang social pressure yun. Kumbaga, hindi naman siya something na in control. Bata pa kami nun eh. Kumbaga, high school, grade 10. Hindi pa masyadong develop yung mga ganyang bagay. So, inalipas ko lang din. Pero yun so far mga microaggressions na nakukuha ko.
Parang naging awkward siya sa'yo. Or umiwas talaga siya totally.
Umiwas talaga siya totally. Ayun. Pero yun nga, at the end of the day, parang it's up to me din kung paano ko interpret, tutulong nga sinabi ni RC, na yung mga ganyang bagay na yan, it happens naman, pero it's up to you kung paano mo siya i-take. Oo, yun ma'am.
Right. For you, RC.
Just recently, bago ako makapasok ng UAS, I've been with the company, hindi ko na lang sila papangalanan.
Mm.
I really felt discriminated. Kasi, yung mga leaders doon, mga foreigner.
Western? Or
Huwag
halo?
na nating anuhin.
Okay, sige.
Oo.
Okay.
Oo,
Really,
obvious
really.
siya.
Sige,
oo.
sige.
Pero, ang natatawa ko doon, syempre si RC Bading, ang ginawa niya, pinagbubuhat niya ako ng ref. As in, gusto niyang dalhin ko yung ref, malaki na ref,
Yung buong red.
yung buong ref, dalhin ko, kasi siya mataas posisyon niya.
Oo.
Dalhin ko doon sa lilipatan kasi may event kami na gano'n. Sa akin okay lang kasi hindi naman ako for me lalaki pa din naman ako, kaya ko siya. Kaya lang nung pala kaya niya ginagawa 'yon because he wants to insult me. Tapos habang nahihirapan akong binubuhat yung ref, nandun siya sa gilid, sinesenyasan niya yung mga iba niyang colleague na leader din na parang para pagtawanan pala ako na yung prinsesa niyong si RCO pinagbubuhat ko ng ref. So, yung personality ko kasi, hindi ako natutulog ng walang gante. Sorry to say this, I know this is wrong, pero yun yung personality ko talaga. That's my dark personality. Hindi ako matutulog nang hindi ako nakakagante. Kahit papunta pa ako sa impaired. So, ang ginawa ko, syempre, yun nga, again, hindi naman tayo, we choose our battles. Hindi ko naman siya papatulan on the spot. So, tiniis ko na lang. I'm better now. Yung mga matitinong tao, they're already in...
Sino sila ngayon?
They're already in good places. Pero, yung iniwanan ko na nag-discriminate sa akin, sa amin, andun pa rin sila sa proseso ng paghahanap ng tao nila. Dahil people there, they come and go.
Yun ka siya, katoxic.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm sorry if you guys, felt or experienced that way. But I hope that hindi niya siya ma-experience ever again. So, it's really important for us to talk about these things. Kasi only in talking about these things, we get to identify what are the things that we can do
Correct.
to support the community. Or ano pa ba yung mga kailangan nating i-push or i-advocate para sa kanila. So we've talked about how do we address these challenges. So now I want to divert or put the attention to all our listeners out there or subscribers, particularly to our employees. What do you think are the simple steps that they can do to foster a safe space for everyone in the workplace? Although we've said na UAS in general is a safe space for us. It's a place na supports the LGBTQIA+ community openly. What do you think are the small steps that everyone can do to foster an even safer space for all?
Kung hindi ka bakla or hindi ka tomboy, huwag ka matakot sa homosexuality. Kasi hindi ka naman, alam mo yun, hindi kami ay gender, hindi kami fraternity. 'Di ba? So,
kami.
Kung merong man mga part ng community na magkakasala sa'yo, it doesn't mean na gagawin nyo ng iba. Pero doon naman sa mga member ng LGBTQIA+ community, dapat matutunan natin kung paano buhatin yung community natin.
Correct.
Kung paano natin i-empower din yung mga sarili natin. Hindi naman kasi, alam natin yung mga kahinaan natin.
Yes.
Alam natin yan na pag may dumaan, kung paano natin i-approach, na for us, it's a joke or whatnot, pero sa mga lalaki, pwedeng, alam mo yun, medyo hindi sila comfortable. We have to respect that. We have to understand that. So, tayo mismo dapat yung bubuhat ng sarili nating bangka. I mean, tayo mismo yung, magpapaganda ng sarili nating sasakyan. Na hindi naman pwedeng, oy, bakla ako, kailangan, respetuhin mo ako. Ganun. Hindi kasi siya ganon. So, yun. So, ano bang tawag dito?
Equality.
Yun. Kaya sinasabi ko kanina na we should harmonize. Kailangan membro tayo ng lahat ng gender. Hindi lang, walang alpha. Walang mas mataas na gender. Yun.
It's hard to improve upon something that's already pretty good.
Yes.
But I personally would just continue what I've been doing, treating everyone just basically the same, being friendly, talking to them with the respect I would do to my own parents. So yeah, I'll just do what I've been doing all this time.
Right.
I think I would like to think that I've been pretty respectful naman to everyone, and not just the LGBTQ plus community, but just to everyone in general. And I think that's the best thing I can do, is just to treat everyone equally.
Hmm. Right. So really just to be
Yeah.
respectful and be
Yeah.
kind and treat everyone fairly on
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sa akin naman, more on, bukod din sa equality and respect, I think how we view others is also an important thing. So, kahit sabihin nating obvious sa kanya na bading siya, may mga tao kasi pa rin na sensitive sa mga ganyan topics. So, it's better na antayin natin yung tao na yun na mag-open up sa atin na mga ganyang bagay at the right time and the right place. And yung pagiging judgmental natin, it will get us nowhere din naman. Kasi lahat ng ginagawa natin, lahat ng kilos, lahat ng asta natin, talagang nakikita ng tao. Pero how we interpret it, kung paano natin siya iti-take in, and kung paano natin nakikita yung kilos ng ibang tao, yun ang dapat natin pinag-isipan. So, as simple as not being judgmental is key para makita mo na supportive ka sa kanila, na may safe space sila, and that nare-respect mo sila both individually and on an emotional level. Yun.
May gusto ko idagdag.
Mm.
Pag, reminders. Pag member ka ng LGBT, meron kang kinang. At pag meron kang kinang, yung mata ng tao, parating nasa'yo.
Napapansin
So, isang paalala na dapat talaga binabantayan natin yung ginagawa natin, kinikilos natin, at sinasabi natin. Kasi nga, at the end of the day, mas lagi tayong pansinin. Kasi nga, tayo ay may kinang.
Ay, gusto ko yun. May kinang ang
Ganda
bawat
nun.
membro ng
Yes.
LGBTQIA plus communities. I think one of the things that has really helped me, or one of the things that I think or I can share with everyone, is just to be informed, di ba? Nowadays kasi there's a lot of resources available for us to get to know who the LGBTQIA plus community are, what are their stories, what their experiences are. Kasi in us knowing kung ano yung struggles nila, yung challenges nila, mas naiintindihan natin kung paano pa natin sila mas masusuportahan at paano pa natin sila mas may paglalaban. Kasi parang although we acknowledge the fact na we've come a long way, diba? We've come a long way from where we were before. There's still a lot of things that needs to be done. Kasi as far as I can recall, parang there are 2 laws lang for the LGBTQI right now. So that's the SOGI bill, and then yung Right to Care Act for QC. So I feel like with that, or with the numbers na marami pa ring cases ng discrimination for the community, there's still a lot of things that needs to be done. And one of those, us or for the employees out there, first is parang they can be informed, parang what's happening out there. And then another thing that they can do is, of course, just try to be part of the conversation, to be part of the discussion, di ba? Kasi kapag pinag-uusapan natin yung isang bagay, mas na-open up yung topic na yon at mas naiintindihan natin kung saan siya nanggagaling, kung saan tayo pwedeng pumasok, whether as an ally or as part of the community. So yan, that actually wraps up our discussion or conversation. Very short ba? Masyado bang bitin?
Bitin nga eh.
But next time, we're gonna invite you guys. So thank you so much for
Thank
saying yes
you.
to this once again. So, and for all our viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you were able to take away something from our special guests. And if you like the episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have something to share, please don't forget to leave them in the comments below. So, and I hope that today, Are you able to think, ano ba yung pwede kong gawin to foster an even safer space for the LGBTQIA plus community para mas lalo pa silang kuminang? Ayan.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Chago and RC.
much.
Thank you, Carol and
Thank
Sir
you.
Dantan.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.